Everybody give it up for Bonnie's dad, Mr. Floyd Boyer.
Testing. Hold it close. All right, I want to start off by thanking you all for showing up and saying congratulations to the two of you and how beautiful you are, my girl. Where do I start? Well, let's start at the beginning. Oh, yo, would you stop? When I met your mom, she told me she had a daughter. And she said, oh, she's a teenager. And I said, oh, my gracious. What am I in for? So things happened on, and I just let you grow up. And when you needed me, I was there. If you wanted to talk, we talked. If you needed help, we helped. And you grew up. And you kind of got on your own. You struggled a little bit in life. Off and on jobs, small jobs, big jobs. But right now, you never let me down. You've always made me proud of you. You never quit. Your mom used to tell me that you are more my daughter than hers. So apparently I must have done something right. But the time you made me the proudest was just last year when I was going through cancer, and you was there the whole time, all the way up to the end when we rang the bell. You were relentless. Oh yeah, she is relentless. She wouldn't let me quit. Told me if I wasn't going to go, she was going to come and get me. So I never quit, even though it hurt. And she's got a great job, great future ahead of her. Now she has a great husband. And she's yours, Rich. I don't want her back. Okay? And no give backs. Understand that, okay? Yeah, I was wondering in the very beginning if you were ever going to make it. All the cars you wrecked that wasn't, most of them not even yours, including your mom's car. But the one accident that really scared me the most is when I got the phone call saying that you were in shock trauma. I thought I was going to lose you. Here you are, still beautiful as ever. And just so proud of you. I just don't know what else to say but how proud you've made me. And I love telling people that you're my daughter. Not my stepdaughter, but my daughter. Without one speck of me in you, I would die for you. You make me that proud. I love you that much. To tell you everybody exactly how much I love deer hunting. I'm a hunter. I was going to go hunting Saturday morning. Yeah. And I got a picture on my phone to show you exactly what walked past my stand. Because my trail camera tells me. And there's this nice 8-point at 7:07, and I'm packing to come to Kentucky. That is the love I have for my daughter. My true number one passion is my deer hunting. But my daughter means more to me than that. She's my pride and joy. And I hope everybody in here knows exactly how special this girl really is. If anybody here doesn't think she's special, there's the door. You can just leave right now. And I got the first dance. Besides you, Rich. And you can get it after me. And that's it, besides I want a hug right now. Okay, Ginger.
So I'm Ginger. I am Bonnie's maid of honor, and we've been friends for 21 years. And I had a whole speech prepared that I am completely abandoning because I am 4 Bonzuelas in. And I really can't remember what I was going to say. So, Bonnie, the sincerity of Bonnie's vows and the intensity of Rich's vows, I think had all of us really rethinking a lot of things. And here's what I want to say. If Bonnie is your friend, you have something really special. You have someone who has your back, you are going to laugh, and life is better. If Bonnie has you, you really have something unique. But if you are Bonnie's friend, that's another level. Bonnie is the most sincere, honest, genuine person, the most accepting person that I have ever met. She's a gift to all of us. If you're here, you really need to thank your blessings. I've been friends with Rich for 2 years and 4 months. 3 years and 4 months. Bonnie met Rich on July 3rd, and I met Rich on July 4th. It takes a lot to be deserving of Bonnie. I think we all can feel really good tonight. After the ceremony, Rich came up to me and he said, and I believe him, I love her, I will love her until the end. You know what? I love you too, Rich, and I love you, Bonnie, and I love Rich and Bonnie. To a lifetime of happiness, to 2 of my favorite people. I don't know who's next.
Right, well, I am not as brave as Ginger. I am much more type A, probably than most people, so I'm prepared. Hi. You probably know that my name is Colby from either her or her Facebook. But I am really proud and lucky to be your daughter. I know it's a little unorthodox, probably, for the daughter of the bride to also be her matron of honor. But I think my mom and I tossed Orthodox out the window around June of '95. So, raising a kid, as a kid yourself, is a steep learning curve. We found out together. In a lot of ways, my mom and I grew up together. We've learned how to be more patient, both with each other and the world around us. Even though it doesn't seem like it, I promise we're working hard. We've learned that kindness makes you strong, and we've learned to never take a moment with someone you love for granted. when I'm with my mom and Rich, I'm reminded of the lessons Mom and I learned growing up together because I see them in how they choose to love and treasure each other. Thornton Wilder proposed the idea that we can only be said to be alive in those moments when our hearts are conscious of our treasures. And so I encourage you all today, and hopefully every day, to be conscious of your treasures. So cheers to you guys, and I really love you, Mom and Dad.
But really, who wouldn't like him? I mean, he's charming. He's handsome, good looking. I mean, he can cook sometimes. You know, right? And then, what does that say? Rich, I can't read what you wrote. I stole that from the internet. I wanted to say something funny. Anywho, since our earliest days together, Richard and I have always had this natural, unspoken connection. It's just been kind of weird, right? We talk about it all the time. And if this would stop magnifying, I guess it's trying to tell me something. We have a strange natural connection. I mean, example, like when he would introduce me to his latest dating interests many years ago, I would just do a double face palm, and he would know exactly what I thought. Or when he got a ticket for going over 100 miles an hour between Sierra Vista and Tucson, Arizona, I'd just shake my head in disgust, and he knew exactly what I was thinking. Like I said, we have a natural connection. But in all seriousness, we do have a real connection that at times has seemed quite strange. Perhaps it's due to the fact that we share the same birthday, 7 years apart. That's not uncommon, but for us, when you add everything else together, it is. We've served in the Army together. Our last tour in the Army was together, right? Got out of the service the same place, just 1 year apart. So we entered, passed, and were raised as Masons in the Freemasonry together. Brothers. So more than just brothers. It's doing that again. Let's see here. We teamed up to build a small web development company together many years ago, back when web development websites were really starting to pick off and everybody was trying to have one. Perhaps because we're both knights in the Scottish rites, right? So that's an interesting one I found. Let's see, what else we got here? That could be it. Or perhaps because we have the same great tastes in spouses, right? Whatever the reason, I know for certain that deep in my heart that Richard has always been and will always be my brother, both in this life and in the next. And to use a somewhat morbid quote from the movie Last Night, if you remember, brother to brother, yours in life and in death. That tells the tale. In closing, I want nothing more than Richard to be happy to the end of his days. And given the number of times that he's been a no-show at our gaming sessions, I think he's found it. The gooey love posts on Facebook notwithstanding, it's clear to many that Richard has lost the war. He is now a prisoner of his heart. So to his final prison keeper I say, be gentle with his heart, for it is far more delicate than the world realizes, or he will admit. Care for it always, for it is now yours to protect. And so I now relinquish my responsibility. and to that of that task to you, my sister. May you bear it well and true to the end of your days.